Hey everybody. So this is not really something that I actually ever thought I would ever do, and I think it's mostly because I never thought I would actually have this much stuff of hers. So I'm gonna go through my Felicity collection that I have, and I have worked really hard over the last several years, maybe decades of my life, trying to collect the Felicity items. I'm not sure why it's been so hard. It's kind of like collecting the Samantha stuff. It's not that these items are hard to find. You can find them anywhere. The issue is finding them at a decent price, because it is unbelievably expensive to get these items. Recently I actually came into a haul of a bunch of these items where I was able to complete a majority of the collections. So if you know, you know. So I'm gonna first start off with the meat outfits of what I have. So here are her shoes, her dress, her garters, her meat ribbon in there. I think her necklace must be in there somewhere. But there's her meat ribbon, and there's her purse with her handkerchief and her little Bitcoin and her bonnet. I do have a couple of these dresses. I absolutely love this collection, and I'm sure you're probably getting tired of hearing about this from me, but this doll has an absolute spectacular collection. Her outfits are probably top notch in my opinion, and again, she plays a huge part of history in my family. Again, my family actually has been here probably about 500-600 years or so. I think they came here in like the 1500s. My mom's side came here in the 1400s. My dad's side started coming here in the 1400s. Ended up in Salem. One of them was hung as a witch. The other was the colonial person formed his own regiment and became a lieutenant and fought in the Revolutionary War, and walked with George Washington to Bunker Hill, fought in Bunker Hill, Sarasota, a bunch of other places. That one place in Maryland he was stationed at for a while, and he survived every single war. He died old age, so he's my 7th great grandfather. So this collection plays a huge part, and it's pretty historically accurate from what I've seen. And she's a beautiful doll. The only problem is with Felicity is you have to find the right one for you. Like I say, with Kirsten, I had such a hard time with Kirsten. With Felicity, it wasn't until I actually found one of the dolls, and I'll tell you about them later. But this is the meat outfit. I'm not sure if I have the necklace. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere, but here's the majority of what I have for the meat outfit. This is what I have for her. Felicity Learns a Lesson. I think I actually got the bonnets mixed up now that I look at it. So that bonnet is supposed to go with the meat outfit, and the white one I think is supposed to go with this one. So sorry about that. But anyways, I'm a little too far along now to stop and redo it. But so I have her outfit, and I have the teacup and the saucer. Oh, there's a little hairband there. And then I have the thing there. And I thought I had the spoon. I think it's probably something else. But then there's the little muffin with the napkin. And there should be a spoon somewhere too. So then here is this, and then there's her book lot of this is part of the haul. Oh, I guess it's upside down. Sorry. And then there is the ink. Here's where you keep the quill. And then in here is the quill. So this also, again, I shall have no tea statement comes from this book. So I don't have Elizabeth, and I very much am debating about getting her. She's kind of on my list maybe at some point. I'm not sure if I want her or not. I think I like the idea of her. I just don't know if I like the look of her, but she is pretty. I just don't know if I want her. Here's her Christmas outfit. Here's her fashion doll. Her muff. I think that actually might be from her changes. Should have done a little research on this, but there's her ribbon, her shoes, her little cap thing. I have two of these because one came on a doll. They're both actually from 1980 or 1991. So, one of them does look a little different, I think. I don't know. But I think they're both from 91, it said, according to the tag on the dress. So here is her Christmas dress. And I know that this might sound a little bad, but I am getting kind of tired of the blue theme with her. I'm not sure if blue is technically really her color, but anyways, this is my Felicity Christmas collection. This is my Felicity birthday collection. This is part of the little haul. Well, it's not really little, but it's part of a haul that I got. The top tier to this thing did break, but it's fine. I don't need that anyways. This is one of my Felicity dolls. She is absolutely stunning. I got her from a doll friend on Facebook, and she is labeled as first edition 91, and whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's just what she was labeled as. And I have her birthday outfit. I've had that for years. There's her little lamb posy. This is part of that doll haul that I was talking about earlier. This set is absolutely stunning. There's her chocolate set and her party treats. I just don't have the figurine. I was planning on getting that at some point. And then here's her table and chairs. I got the table for a really good deal. The chairs were a bit of a struggle. I've been having an issue on eBay lately with people. The seller was not honest about the chairs. I bought chairs separately, separate from the table, and lesson learned. If you don't have enough money, it's okay to wait and just save up a little bit, because buying a full entire set for a table and chairs, which I don't plan on getting another one anyway, is much more worth it, because I paid about $60 for one chair. The other chair is completely destroyed that the seller totally lied about. The back for that is broken off. The bottom leg is totally broken off. The chairs are completely brown. So this is one I actually got off of Facebook. So see how like bright blue that seat is compared to this one? Well, she never told me about that. So basically, she told me about the scratch that's right there. And that's the only thing that she said. And then she said that they're, like, I don't know what else she said, but that's pretty much it. I would never pay that much money for these stupid chairs for that condition. And she totally lied. And I'm having an issue getting a hold of her. She won't respond. I'm trying to return them. And I'm gonna just keep that one. I just grabbed this one out because I still had it. I want to return them back to her. And then I have Posy, and there's a little chocolate set. So the table came in way better condition than what I thought. It's beautiful. It's well worth it. The whole entire set is well worth it. Do I think that it's worth it to buy the entire like set thing at the prices they are going for, unless if you get a haul, I would say no. But if you can get them all in a haul, I would say yes. So there is the birthday collection. This set, I think, is probably the best set out of any American Girl doll for the historical collection. There's a couple pieces that I am missing. I'm missing the map and a letter, and I'm missing the little stir thing for that. So this is my other 1991 Felicity. You'll see in my all my dolls collection that I accidentally got two because I didn't think I would get my other one because she wasn't sure if she was going to sell her, and she just decided randomly. She actually found this one for me that she thought we might have been a first edition, and turns out that she was, but nobody could tell until I got her back. I paid like $50 for her, and she's just labeled as a Felicity, and so she came looking like she had her face punched in, and so I found out how to fix that. You just basically take her head off and pour boiling water and leave it in there for a while. She looks a little washed out on this, but she is absolutely stunning. This, honestly, again, is probably my favorite outfit and collection out of any of the summer stuff or out of any of the doll stuff. I've had this outfit for a while, but this is probably not the whole being. I know I always say Samantha's my favorite, and she is my favorite, but once I got a couple first edition Felicities and my other doll that you'll see in a second, so I have her, this is her rescue kit. I have that book thing and the lavender and that, but I don't have the stir. For her plantation play collection, I have the whistle, the bird, the pot for the bird, where the birds stay. I'm not sure what that brown thing is for, but it came with it. The rackets and the little shuttlecock thing, and the shell. And obviously I have the outfit. The outfit's Pleasant Company. I've had it for a really long time. So this again is a first edition Felicity, and I absolutely love her. I never expected to have 3 dolls, but they all kind of came at me at once. And so this is probably my favorite collection out of all of them. I think it's extremely gorgeous. So the only thing that I'm missing out of this, so if anyone sees it and wants to sell it to me, is that little stick thing and her the letter and the map from Ben. So anyways, that's my Felicity summer collection, and this is what I have for her changes for Felicity. I don't really want anything else out of the collection. It doesn't really mean anything to me, so I don't think it's good looking either. I just don't care. Sorry, but I don't care. I don't feel the need to have it. And so here's her cape. It's from the 90s. Her muff, these little mitts, and then her shoes. Here's her riding outfit. I've always liked that, so this actually I think is from American Girl. I don't know if it's Pleasant Company or not. Oh, it is Pleasant Company. I've been collecting this stuff for so long that it says 94. So I have no clue where I got that one from, because I am almost sure that I got all of it back in 2008 at the store when I went absolutely nuts. I bought the doll and I bought several outfits. I have no idea anymore, honestly, where I got the 90s stuff from. I know, the only one that I know for sure is that the summer outfit I had to rebuy on eBay, and yeah, I have no clue why the cape still says Pleasant Company, because it should say American Girl if it's from 2008. So I know that for a fact that's when I went and got it. A doll. Not sure what happened to the doll. Well, I do, but I don't want to say. So anyways, I lied. So anyways, here is the Felicity riding outfit. And this is where the fun begins, because here is my 1992 Dreamer Felicity. She is confirmed by collectors on the vintage collection that she is Pleasant Company, or that she is Dreamer. I got her off of Macari. She's the one that came with the Christmas outfit. I bought the Christmas outfit. I have no clue. I swear I bought it at the store, but it says it's a 91 also, so I have no clue. I don't know if I lost it at somewhere along the way and I ended up rebuying it. I don't know. But anyways, here's one of my pride and joys, my Dreamer Felicity. She didn't cost hardly anything at all, but she's been dated 92 Dreamer. She is in one of my absolute favorite outfits. She's in the Town Fair outfit. I don't have the little stick thing, but I don't need it. It's fine. It doesn't matter to me. And I had to buy all these separately. So I bought the dress first, then I bought the bonnet, and then I finally found the apron. And so I bought all this stuff separately. So I really, really wanted this outfit. And this outfit also I really, really love. This is her work outfit. It does say American Girl. I don't remember buying it in the store. I do remember opening up the trunk, and I actually didn't think I had this outfit because I kind of remember seeing it on Etsy. And I was like, hey, I don't have this one. And then I opened up my Felicity trunk a few years ago, and I'm like, I have no clue how I got this one. No clue. That's how long I've been collecting this Felicity stuff for. No clue. And so, anyways, here is her work outfit. And here is her tea lesson outfit. And I believe this is from the movie. But I saw this. I had no clue when I went to the store in 2008 what the heck this was. But I just knew it was absolutely stunning. I got it for like $28 at the store back in 2008. This is totally and utterly stunning. It looks really good on her too. Here's a controversial outfit. This is the Be Forever outfit. I got it a few years ago. I don't think it's ugly. I'm sorry. I really don't think it's ugly. I know a lot of people think it's horrible. It's definitely not. Felicity, it looks more a little bit kind of Tudor-ish, like, you know, like from the British Tudor family. It looks quite a bit like that. I love the fabric. I think it actually looks really, really good on her. I don't like the Be Forever Felicity. I think it looks like she looks like a 61 or Blair. But she definitely does not look like Felicity at all. The last doll that looked like Felicity was 2008. I did have that's the doll that I ended up getting. Was the 2008 one. I don't have her anymore because I have these 3 and 5 Felicities, just a little too ridiculous. So anyways, this is the Be Forever meat outfit. Here we have her bed, or her nightgown with her little slippers and her bonnet. I do have her bed, so I'll show that to you in a second. Here again is her bed. I'm sorry if you guys are getting all tired of this, but having her in here, it's just appropriate given her attitude and her outfit. And I absolutely love the bed. It is gigantic, so if you are thinking about getting it, keep that in mind. It is as tall as a doll. It's obviously as wide as a doll. So if you have room for it, go for it. If you don't, please be careful when you get it. They don't tell you how big or heavy these things are. So there's the bed. Here is her tea set. I honestly couldn't tell you where it's from. I do know it's Felicity. It's her Be Forever, I think, maybe. Or else it came out in 2008 and I had no clue. It's cute. The drinks are kind of weird because I really don't think they probably had green drinks back then. But the Be Forever is not known for its accuracy if this is where it's from. The plates look a little bit too much like her tea set, which I'll show you in a second. So anyways, hold on. Here is her tea set also. Here's her tea set. Yeah, I think it's really pretty. Just be careful who you buy from because they don't always ship it. I think maybe I'm just giving you guys too much information here, so sorry if I'm like rambling, you can let me know. But they always say the more information is better. If you buy this set, you must be careful and make sure that you buy it brand new in box. If you see it wrapped in something, I don't know why, but the Felicity stuff has a tendency to break. I have no clue why. I did have to repair that. That looks awful, but it is what it is. It's a doll, so it's like whatever. And I also had to repair that thing. Both those handles came off in shipping, or else they were already off and she just wasn't honest. In the pictures, I don't know how long she had it like that, so I don't know if they broke, like if she moved, I don't know. But there's the tea set, so there's that. There's Felicity's gala outfit. Somebody made her apple picking outfit on Mercari, and I bought it. Here's Elizabeth's meat outfit. Here's Elizabeth's Christmas outfit. Here's where I started going a little off the rocker and started making a bunch of Felicity outfits because at the time I didn't think that she had enough. Her collection wasn't always that big to me. So I decided to just make her some extra outfits. So here's a couple of green ones. There's a light green and a dark green. Here's a red one. Here's a really fun summer outfit that I made for her. This one didn't end up turning out the greatest. Originally it was good. And I ended up thinking that the sleeves were too long, so I cut those. I just never felt like refixing them. This is a purple one I made. This is probably one of my favorite ones. It looks like the one that Nan wears in the beginning of the introduction pictures in the books. So she looks really, really good in purple. And then here's another outfit that I made for her. This is one of my favorite ones that I made. I love the fabric, and the green also looks really good for her. I have no clue why they decided to make a blue theme, kind of, it seemed like, for her, but they did, so there's that. And this I got off of Etsy. Originally what I wanted to do, it said it was gold, and while it is pretty gold and like cotton color, I actually thought it was going to be like a shimmery type gold. What I wanted to do with this was, like on our dolls, she has like a gold outfit just like this on Felicity, and there's like pink ribbons going all along this. So what I wanted to do was get this dress and just buy the pink little bow or little flowers on it, and they just literally go down like this, and they go down here and all that down there. But I just, it ended up being a little bit more like regular plain cotton, which is fine. And it's actually really beautiful on her too. It's in all my collection videos of my dolls. Whoops, sorry. So there's that one. Thank you very much for sticking through the end. I try not to make it up past a half hour. I just think that gets a little too long. But then I also think that it's nice to have something to watch too. So I'll probably maybe try and stick it around a half hour at the very tops for my videos. So I hope you enjoyed, and thank you all for sticking by, and if you feel like it, give it a like, and yeah. Anyways, oh yeah, I don't want to do that. Anyways, but have fun, and have a good 4th and a good holiday.